Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Texans coming in at 4-8, going up against the Colts, who come in at 10-2. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is fielded at the 27. Whoosh. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run it here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. What a spin. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw, finding time. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
The Texans send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Backing up. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts defense, they worked their way back onto the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. outside. They're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll come out in the pistol. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing them.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll get it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Well, sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw now on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Colts, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the 2nd half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the 1st half. 2nd and 2 coming up. The quick pass and completion is made, and he's going to go 72 yards for the score. They're now on top by 4. Colts on offense midway through the 2nd. They'll go to the ground and pound here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. Score now tied at 10. Colts have it late in the 2nd. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and that goes as a 47-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Still late in the 1st half. Quick pass and completion is made here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Texans up by a field goal. And with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report.